Hey guys, Tiny Bryson here and welcome to my show, and today we're going to look at exactly David Dobrik's worst expenses that he ever spent money on, okay? So the worst ones. And on top of that, if you don't know who David Dobrik is, guys, he's one of the biggest YouTubers here on the platform and he makes a ton of money, okay? So in this video, I want to see exactly what he spent his money on and see if it was good or bad, and then I'll let you guys know. And also comment down below and let me know exactly what you think. And by the way, I do upload videos every single day, so make sure subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you get notified every time I post a new video. And on top of that, also destroy the like button. Now without further ado, let's see exactly how David Dobrik goes about spending his money.
I was getting around 60 million views a month, and my check each month would be a little over $275,000. It literally
$275,000 for 60 million views, bro. Do you know how much money that is? I just told you, $275,000. What do you mean you don't know what money it is, right? You already know how much money it is. But the point is, that is a ton of money. A ton of money. Awesome.
felt like I was a drug dealer at that time. Hey guys, I'm David Dobrik, and today I'm gonna tell you about the worst and best financial decisions I've made.
Yeah, you know, like when you make that much money, like all of a sudden, like your channel just blows up and it feels like you're like Pablo Escobar, you know, like you're just here like, you know, making all this legal money, and the only enemy you have is the IRS, you know, so you're kind of like, the people you have to worry about is like the IRS. You know, people like looking for you, like, no, you just have like the IRS that's waiting for you, and I guess that, guess what, if you don't pay them, you go to jail. But at least you're still alive, you know? And at least it's like still 100% legal money.
A lot of things in the videos will cost a lot of money, and it'll be for like 5 seconds of like the vlog. So
yeah, the thing is with his vlogs, guys, his vlogs are like, I think it's like 4 minutes and 27 seconds. I don't know, I think so. But the idea is his vlogs are like so short that it's kind of like you have to make everything exciting at every single point. And I'm guessing he invests a ton of money into making sure the content is actually exciting, you know, which is actually a good investment because you guys saw he's making $275,000.
One time I wanted like a pony to be in my bathroom for a quick joke, and that was like a $400 spend.
$400 spend for a pony. I think maybe it's like hard to like rent them or something. Maybe, but I don't know. I don't know about the horses prices, but I know my grandfather owned horses, and for $400 he can just go out there and buy a brand new horse, you know. So I'm not sure exactly if that's like a good or bad, but then again, in this case, it's like for a video, he makes money back from it, so it's a good investment. 14.4 million. This was back in November 14, 2019. So a few months ago. Let's see exactly how much David Dobrik actually has now in subscribers. So right now he's at 17.3 million. He's gained a ton. And on top of that, his views, I think he deleted a video right here. You can tell right here. But his views are like every single month. Like he gets like around like 10 million views or 9 million views every single day. And that is a ton. So in the past like month or so, he's got like around 172 million views. So do the math, guys. That is a lot more than $275,000 also. So pretty good if you ask me.
I feel like this is kind of an interesting thing that not many people talk about, because it's kind of a weird thing. It's weird to talk about money, I guess, but as a kid, I always, like, my biggest fascination was like, how much do these YouTubers make, or how much do actors make, or how much does anybody in the entertainment world make?
I feel like everyone that ever wants to get into YouTube or anything, the first question they actually ask is like, oh, how much do they make, you know? And then you find out like, hey, they make a lot of money. But then you find out like, hey, to make that much money, you kind of have to go through a big portion of just making zero. And that's when most people actually don't make it, you know, because I've been making videos since I was like 12 years old, believe it or not. You know, it takes some time. And you have to be very smart with what you do. Is it possible? Yes. Does it take work? Yes. Is it like a job? Yes. Okay? Yes.
So I feel like I owe it to myself as a younger kid to talk about this. But so there's this thing that happened. It was the adpocalypse, and basically a bunch of advertisers pulled out of YouTube.
Yeah, that's when, you know, PewDiePie said those words he should not have been saying. And then those advertisers were like, hey, you know what? We're not going to advertise on YouTube anymore unless the credential gets a lot better. And that's why you see that in my videos, I can't curse, I can't talk about certain things. And I kind of appreciate that, you know, because that way you have a better platform and everyone is kind of getting paid more money. Because back then, I remember like, most people were getting like maybe like $10, $15. And now, a lot of people are getting like $20, $30, $40 like per 1,000 views, and that's awesome, you know. But during the apocalypse, okay, no one usually, no one was really making any money whatsoever. That was like a crazy time. Like PewDiePie, one man almost like took down the entire like platform. Crazy, right?
Some YouTubers started to get paid a lot less because their content wasn't friendly, so advertisers wouldn't come on the channel anymore. And I was one of those people. I was getting around 60 million views a month, and my check each month for that time would be a little over $275,000.
Wait, so he was making, is this like after or before the apocalypse? I'm kind of confused here, okay? I'm a little confused here.
Which is nuts. It literally felt
$3.3 million every single year. By the way, what you guys probably don't know is that he's making $275, but YouTube also keeps like around 45% of your money. So in reality, he's making a lot more than that, to be honest with you. It's like almost double the money. On top of that, 3.3 million, I think he lives in California, so he also has to pay taxes on that. So in reality, he has to keep around like 2.2 million as a take-home pay, which is still a lot of money, okay? And that's not including like brand deals and everything else that this guy probably does, okay?
Felt like I was a drug dealer at that time. And then a year and a half ago, or like 2 years ago, it like kind of got cut. And now I get 200 million views, which is, more than 3 times the amount of views I was getting before.
As you guys noticed when I mentioned it, right now he's getting like around 178 million views every single month.
But now my paycheck is under $2,000, which is crazy. It's crazy. It's a huge difference.
$2,000? No. That's almost, that means that his videos are getting demonetized. On top of that, it means that he's not putting a lot of ads on them or like any mid-rolls, because again, his videos are so like short, so there's no mid-rolls in it. $2,000? Is this like after the apocalypse, or is it like now currently? By the way, guys, okay, whenever you hear like a YouTuber say this, remember, okay, when you have a massive platform, Google AdSense is not the only way YouTubers make money. You also have merch, you also have affiliate marketing, you also have brand deals. So if you're very smart with your money and like very smart with like your platform of like 60 to 170 million people watching you every single month, you can always use that as leverage to go out there and advertise, okay? But to make this much money from 178 or 200 million views, it's insane. I want to hear exactly what happened.
Right now on YouTube, because my videos, I use like copyrighted songs, and I use, my videos are a little bit more inappropriate than the rest.
So then that's why, okay? Again, guys, like you have to follow the rules in a sense, So when it comes to like, if you're using like copyrighted songs, usually it means that your content is not being monetized. For example, if I played a copyrighted song right now, guess what? I would get demonetized or like actually limited advertisement, and then those people will get all the money that this video basically makes, okay? And that's how it kind of works. So you have to follow the rules, and that's why, although I love like background noise, I love like background music, I love music like all together, usually you don't see music because it might get very complicated, and before you know it, it was one YouTuber that had like a very little snippet at the end of his video of a song, and before you knew it, one company claimed all of his video and took away all of his money basically until YouTube stepped in. Yes, but it can get that bad, okay? Copyrights are no joke.
So right now I'm actually making less money a month on YouTube than I was when I was waiting tables at a retirement home, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah, that is pretty crazy. However, like there are rules to YouTube. Are they the best rules out there? The answer is probably like no. However, like YouTube is working on these things, like now they have like policies to make sure like, hey, if you're using music and stuff like that, we can accept certain parts, whatever. But they're working on it. Is it perfect? Not yet, but they're working on it.
I could change my videos and make them more like age appropriate and cut out the music, but then it's just gonna lose like the video quality and why the videos are mine. Which sucks because it does hurt the videos. Like there's a lot less to do with a smaller budget, but I'm still like in like the best. I have the best job in the world, so I can't complain. But
you see what I'm saying, guys? Right there. And I love David Dobrik. kind of. I don't really watch his videos that much, but the idea is, you know, like right there, it was a contradiction. You know, he says, well, you know what, I can't take away like, you know, like the entire like songs and the way I make my videos, because then again, that's how my content is. Then it takes away from his authenticity. And then he says, but I'll have a smaller budget and I have to deal with that. Well, I think that if you're really creative with what you do, you can go out there and find very good like non-copyrighted music basically, and put it in your videos to make very like good content. Because at the end of the day, I think people go to his channel for like, you know, for him and like his content. That way publishing for another like music or whatever doesn't take all this money. You know what I mean? So what do you guys think about that? You know, comment down below, let me know.
I do a lot of different like science experiments that are kind of just like goofy experiments we do in my backyard. We bought dry ice. That was a little over.
I think the king of spending money on videos is probably like Mr. Beast. This guy spends a ton of money on videos. I should make a video about how much money he makes on his videos or something like that. Comment down below. You want to see that? Like, let me know.
$10,000. And then we bought, yeah, we buy like a lot of liquid nitrogen, a bunch of different chemicals to like have stuff explode in the backyard. And those usually cost
$10,000.
I think the craziest money we've ever spent, like the most, would have been for Heath's Lamborghini. Heath is like the biggest fan of supercars. And
$300,000 for a Lamborghini. Now I'm not sure if it was just for a video or whatever, but let me go on his channel and see how much money or how much views that one video actually got. So that video got around like 17 million views, and it was 4 minutes and 21 seconds. And if it didn't have any copyrighted songs, guys, to be honest, 17 million, like maybe like by $5, that would have given him easily, let me just do some quick math here for you guys so you guys know exactly how much money he could have actually made from this. 17 million divided by 1,000 times 5. Well, he could have made around $85,000 if it's like his CPM is like $5. So in reality, like the ROI is not there. However, I do get it. You know, sometimes you have to make these videos to like get like a bigger audience, and then it kind of flows into your whole channel. And then next, you know, you kind of like make the money back in a sense. However, that is a ton of money, man. That is a ton of money for a car and for a video. It's kind of insane, you know, a Lamborghini. It's crazy.
And I do this thing in my videos where I get my friends different cars. I think we've done like 14 or 15 cars in the last year.
14 or 15 cars in the last year. You know what I mean? Yeah, it can get out of hand, you know. Like I understand the good content, the good concept, you do it for your friends, but that's insane. That's insane. If you guys like were my friends and stuff like that, like, and you guys made videos with me, I would probably give you every single year like a free stock. Okay, so if you want to get a free stock right now, just go on Robinhood, link down below, and there's your free stock for the year. Okay, there you go. Not a car, but at least you get a stock. At least you got stock.
I partnered up with EA on Need for Speed, and we got him a brand new Lamborghini, and it was sitting in my driveway when we pulled out.
I'm shaking. He partnered with EA, and they got him a new Lamborghini. Okay, so basically, what it sounds like is like he didn't really pay for it. EA actually paid for it. By the way, it's probably like for Need for Speed or something like that, like the game. And the idea is, guys, you know, when you have like a following, and you got a video that got 17 million eyes, okay, on you, on that video, well, companies are willing to pay a lot of money for those advertiser eyes, okay? Because although YouTube might say like, hey, you know what, your content not friendly, well, those advertisers will be like, hey, we actually want to make sure we get all your 17 million people to actually check out that video, because it is going to result in us actually making more money. Because imagine, right? Because imagine if out of those 17 million people, maybe 10% of those people went ahead and basically bought an EA video game, right? And that's around 1.7 million right off the bat, okay? And even if it was like, for example, like 1%, they're still almost making that money back just like that, because those people keep buying more and more stuff. So it's always like, he's gonna get something back from it, but the company is also gonna make a lot of money from it also. Oh, his friend is crying. That's pretty cool.
I think everything happens for a reason, and I feel like my paycheck getting cut on YouTube was almost like a wake-up call to be like, hey, don't be comfortable here on YouTube, like expand your things, like with merchandise and whole.
Yeah, this guy is very, very smart, man. Like he does like his merch, he does like a lot of brand deals, stuff like that. Like he's very smart with the way he does things. And I think a lot of people are going to be shocked, like if something happens with YouTube and like their income source is like gone, like it's all gone. That's why a lot of us financial advisors, well, not financial advisors, let me rephrase that. A lot of us financial YouTubers here with some financial background always recommend like, hey, make sure whatever you're making from YouTube or whatever career you actually have, just make sure not to spend as much as you actually make. That way you can have money to actually invest and create more income for yourself. In case YouTube does stop, you still have money coming in. That's why most of my money goes into stocks and goes into me saving up for real estate to actually create more income for myself, okay? But a lot of people on YouTube, as you guys already know by watching my videos, a lot of people just spend all their money thinking that money is just going to keep coming back and back and back, and next thing you know, it doesn't, okay? It doesn't. And then you're in trouble.
Other things, like expand the business. It was kind of like a blessing in disguise, I guess.
Because it made you grow.
Yeah, it made me go, okay, like this YouTube isn't forever, obviously. So I gotta go and try to do some other things.
Yes, it's very hard when you're like in a state of bliss to be like, okay, you know, I'm doing so great right now. It feels like it's gonna go on forever. But then you gotta pull back and be like, hey, all this can be taken away like this, okay? I have a pretty good snap, right? Like this. But the idea is, yeah, it can be taken away. So you have to be very, very smart with how you do business and stuff like that, and making sure that you have a lot of plan Bs and plan Cs.
So the way, like when I give away anything like a car or like a trip or any kind of money, it's always partnered with a brand. So instead of taking the money from the brand, I give it to the person that needs it.
That's pretty cool. You know, that's pretty cool. However, does your friend need a Lamborghini? Probably not. Let's be honest, okay? But I get the idea of like, hey, let me not go ahead and spend that money out of my own pocket. Let's have EA pay for it. That's a nice way to actually get around like you paying for something like that, you know? But overall, I hope he's invested, you know? I hope he's investing.
That way, I mean, I don't have much money out of my own pocket to give just because, you know, YouTube doesn't pay very well. So it's the best like thing to do when you're collaborating with brands, because everyone hates watching like branded videos. But now when they see that I have a brand in my video, they go, oh, something cool is gonna happen. Like someone's about to get a gift or something cool.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Like he's changing like the narrative of like what a brand deal is. I think like Mr. Beast does that very well also. Mr. Beast might have copied that from him, to be honest with you. Or they might have copied it from each other. I don't know, but the answer is like that's a pretty good concept. You know, and by the way, guys, you know, YouTube doesn't pay well. I think YouTube does a very good job, man. I'm not like all the way 100% there with him.
I guess my slogan when it comes to money would be always give back. I know it sounds cheesy, but it goes without saying. Once you have money, you're gonna want to give back, and it's the best feeling.
That's awesome. You know, giving back is awesome. And the concept of giving back and also having a balance to create more income for yourself is also awesome. That's why my whole thing, if you guys don't know, is like I want to create like a self-reliant charity that creates more income for itself instead of relying on other people to actually gift it money. And to do that, I need a lot of money and actually a lot of investments, you know. But the idea of giving back is very important, but the idea of giving back responsibly is also important, and not going broke, because you never know, again, when things are going to stop.
I ran into like another YouTuber the other day, and he just came up to me and he goes, how nuts is this? Like all of this, like how crazy is it that like this is our job? It's literally the best job in the world.
And that's why when I was 12 years old or 11 years old, when I saw like my first YouTube video, I was like, you know what, this is what I want to do, you know. It's a pretty good feeling, you know. So overall, what do I think about David Dobrik? I hope he's like saving his money and also investing his money, because although he's only spending the brand's money, I just hope he's going out there and actually investing some of the money also. Because if YouTube only pays him, for example, like, oh, $2,000 a month, then he wouldn't be able to afford that house, you know. So in reality, he's probably like investing, also saving up some money, and it's not always like, hey, brand pays money and then I just like spend it on something. And also he also has merchandise and also a lot of other deals, so hopefully he's also investing money to create more income for himself, and that way he can give more money, make better videos, and also take care of everyone, okay, if he wants to do that. But overall, guys, let me know what you guys think. Comment down below, let me know. And what would you do if you got, by the way, I hear stories like this all the time, you know, people that get like million views and then they only get like $10. It's fine, it's how it works, you know, but you have to understand the algorithm and how it works, so then take advantage of it, you know. But comment down below and let me know. And as always, if you enjoyed this video right here, well, like this video, also subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you're notified, and on top of that, also follow me on Instagram, Tiny Bryson. And before I go, if you want to watch another video, okay, on how this NFL player spends his money and actually how he bought a $250,000 car with his first paycheck, watch the video right here, and also click my face right here. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and as always, peace.